Fishing has been in video games since 1980 with the release of Fishing Derby for the Atari 2600. And since then, multiple other games based on fishing have come out, like Sega Bass Fishing, Hooked, Real Motion Fishing, and Bass Pro Shops' The Strike. This one even came with a fishing rod.
I'm having fun.
But fishing could be boring. Some people didn't want to spend all their time in a video game just capturing fish. I mean, you could do that in real life. But in the year 1993, that would all change a little bit. With the release of Link's Awakening, fishing has now entered other video games, more as side quests that were optional. Things that if the player didn't want to do, they wouldn't have to do. Easily my favorite thing about all of the fishing minigames is how different each minigame is. Even though each game is based on fishing, having it be called a fishing minigame, each game is entirely different. For a quick example, Fire Emblem 3 Houses. The way to win is to time an A press correctly and have 2 circles meet up to catch the fish. Whereas, in Kirby and the Forgotten Land, you have to press the A, B, X, or Y buttons as they pop up on screen to catch a fish of varying sizes. Both have the same idea, catch a fish, but both go about the idea in completely different ways. And each time I play a new game, I always look forward to what type of fishing it has. But this was a little way to say that fishing in any game, even games that focus on fishing, are incredible, no matter how basic or complicated. But to get to the point, I fished in Minecraft for 24 hours. Here's my experience. For this challenge, I wanted to go into it with a goal or a different challenge in mind. So I decided that I would test something. I would fish for about 6 hours using 4 different rods. One with no enchantments, one with lure, one with luck of the sea, and one with both, just to see what the difference would be. But with the rules, in quotes, out of the way, let's get to fishing. 3, 1, go. It's been roughly 6 hours. Started 6 hours. It's been a full 12 hours. Uh, 6 hours has passed. And just like that, 24 hours, well, like 25 hours in Minecraft fishing is over. So let's go into one. So I'm just gonna throw them all in the chest, and yeah. So I'm gonna go sleep now, and then I'm probably gonna tally up tomorrow. Probably gonna tally up everything that I got, and like compare the results. So I'll see you guys when I do that, or when I finish that. Okay, it is currently a few days after the initial challenge, and now let's go over the results of it. For the first nothing, we had 432 cod, 208 salmon, 113 pufferfish, 18 lily pads, and all this for a total of 826 items. Nothing too rare, which was surprising because I thought I would get an enchanted book or something enchanted, but I didn't, which made me a little concerned that I did this wrong. But let's move on to a little lure bit. As we can see, we already have like double the amount of cod that we did, and then like maybe 50% more salmon and whatnot, for a total of 5,000 items, which is definitely a lot more than this, meaning that the lure effect definitely did do something. And then we look at luck of the sea down here. notice it's like no different from the lore. And that's what made me concerned, because I went into it thinking that, oh, I would get a few like enchanted books or a lot of enchanted books and all that. But even with Luck of the Sea, I ended up getting none for a total of 500 items, which was really confusing because this one had 800 and no lore, and this one had high 500, which was a little confusing like how it worked. And then we come down to the both, and for a total of 1,200 items, which was less than just the lore, but a lot more than the other two without the lore combined. And also, another thing, no enchanted fishing rod, or no enchanted books, which I didn't really know what to think. Did I make it wrong? Or like what? But I don't know. But these are the results for the 24 hours of fishing. I had completed the 24 hours, but for what gain? I had accumulated false odds that don't include all the items. Sure, Google has the answer to the odds, but where's the fun in that? So it's time for round 2, fishing 500 times using 2 rods, one with Luck of the Sea and one without. This time though, it's in a 7x7 area. Let's see if this works. But was it enough? Was fishing in a 7x7 area enough to net me an enchanted book? Let's see. Looking at the results of part 2 shows there's no difference. Some of the numbers are different, like there's more cod in the Luck of the Sea one than in nothing, but that could probably just be chalked up to randomness and how much each I got of each. But one thing that still evades me is books, our enchanted books. Still have not found one. So I did the 7x7, which should give me enchanted books, but it didn't. So I don't really know. I don't know. I had failed twice. Each time I had failed to find an enchanted book. I guess I wasn't meant to fish. Wait, all this time I built the pond. Would an artificial, man-made pond be able to fish up an enchanted book? No, clearly not. So, with my head held high, I had one more idea. I'm gonna give this one more attempt. Let's go. After round 3, I had managed to find a enchanted book. So for the final round, I ended up finding definitely a lot better stuff. I found enchanted books, which I'm so happy about, because it took me forever to do. It took me over 30 hours of fishing to do. With the 100 total fishing that I did between, or the 200 total that I did between the one without Luck of the Sea and the one with, I didn't notice too much of a difference. Like, we even have the same number of cod for both. But that's probably because there's such a small sample size of only 100. Of only like 100 fishes each. But, so yeah. I fished in Minecraft for 24 hours straight. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.